This is Miggle on Stronghold Kingdoms, and I'm going to explain how to time attacks. Of course, there's more than one way, but this is what Airport Hobo and I have been working on recently. There are 3 programs I use to time attacks. The first is Sticky Notes. This program comes on most Windows computers and is where I put all my times. It's just a convenient way of keeping track of when each of my armies hit. Next is the SHK timer, which you can download off the internet. This is where we put our captain time in order to keep track of how long until the captain hits. You could really use any timer, but I found its simplicity convenient and like having it on the screen for quick reference. And the last program is Desk Pins, which you also download off the internet. If you use desk pins on a window or program on your computer, it'll keep that window at the top of the screen even if you click on something below it. Here you can see him clicking on the Stronghold Kingdoms screen, and since I use desk pins on the sticky notes, it will keep the sticky note at the top of the screen even though I'm clicking on one below it. Now I'll use desk pins on the timer as well to keep that at the top of the screen. Okay, I'm gonna move the timer and sticky notes off to the side of the screen so they don't get in the way while I'm sending out the attacks. Airport Hobo's pretty easy target, so I'll just pick on him today. For this example, I'll only be using a single archer, but this would typically be my captain army. Okay, now that I've placed the archer, click launch attack, and this gives you your time. Okay, now that I placed the archer, I click launch attack, and this gives me the time, which is 13 minutes and 29 seconds. And I'll put that in the timer as well. I like to have it in the sticky notes for reference. Okay, now that I have my captain time, I'll start getting some from my breakers, which I send from my nearby parishes. Once again, just using one archer. Okay, this time is 5 minutes and 29 seconds. So I'll write the parish name, put a space, 529/533. As you can tell, I added on 4 seconds after my normal breaker time, and that accounts for the server lag time, which is after I press that go button there, it's how long it takes before the army is actually sent out. And typically the lag time is different for most people, so you want to find out how long it takes for your own armies to be sent, and you just add that time onto your normal army time. I'll do it for a couple other parishes now. Elmore. Okay. Yeah, this time is 7:42. So put the parish name again, 7:42/7:46. Once again, accounting for my 4-second lag time. Next, Prattville, 8:53/8:57. Now speeding things up a bit and just going through my parish times. Okay, now that I got all my breaker times, I'm going to send out the main army. Okay, launching attack. I'll just do vandalize, but normally it would be a raise or capture. Confirm, yes. Now I want to get my timer as close to that main army time as I can. If you can tell, I got it a few seconds off. Want to correct that. Go for 3:15. Once the time goes down, press enter, and now they are pretty close. Okay, now that I have my main army out, I'm gonna set up for my first breaker. And once again, I'm going to use just one archer for my example. And as soon as the timer reaches that 12:25 time, then I will click that go button right there. "12:35, 10 more seconds, counting down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go." Okay, first breaker out, setting up for the second, and once I send this, I'll check the times to see how close I am to my main army. Okay, I'll be sending this out at 11:38. Okay, have that army out, and now checking my times. Now I'm speeding things up, just a bunch more examples of how you want to send it. And using this method to send out your breakers is pretty consistent, and it's a lot less stressful than the way I used to do it. Down to my last breaker to send out now, Calhoun. And okay, got it set up. A few seconds from now, and all of my 7 breakers will be timed with my main army. Okay, now I'm checking my times. As you can tell, they're all pretty darn close to my main army. They're all within 2 seconds of it. And 4 of them are within 1 second. The other 3 are 2 seconds, and that's some pretty good times there. Now, you just sit back and enjoy the sight of all those armies piling up. Oh, going after little hobo there. Poor guy. He doesn't stand a chance. There we go. They're all coming together now. Just about to hit him. There's a closer view of the grand finale. Okay, all our breakers have hit, and I'd say it was pretty successful.